Hello again. Um, I have something very exciting for us tonight. It's a piece of the health puzzle that I would guess none of us, very few of us, have ever heard before. And so I have with me Miss Suzanne Engelbert, and Suzanne is a fabulous lady. Fits right in with the dynamic divas of Destiny mission on the health side. I met Suzanne at her health food store here in Mansfield, Texas. And, I wasn't even looking for a health food store at the time. I was trying to get something printed and ran into right next to the printer was this fabulous, fabulous place. And Suzanne is the owner. She has been in the arena of health foods for years and years and years. And she just has something I can't wait for her to tell you about. So, without further delay, Suzanne, say hi to everyone and tell us a little bit about you and how you got into this business.
That's a long journey. I am Suzanne Engelbert. I'm married and mother of six, grandmother to two. I got into this journey because I had some serious head injuries years ago,
Mm.
and they tried to put me on drugs for the head injuries. Well, you can't raise kids on that.
Mm.
So I found an alternative medicine clinic. I started out there as a patient, ended up working there for almost 10 years and continuing my studies. And I just fell in love with how making small changes with your body or with yourself can make huge results for you. So, as I graduated from college and was making some different changes in my life, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And I had always been interested in the health food store because that way I could help people make these small changes to see these big results. So be a liaison, whether it's for a doctor, eye doctor, a dentist, whatever it is. I wanted to be a liaison, and I also wanted to be able to help them hands on right there. So
Mm.
that's basically how I got into this. And I saw, I have a lot of customers who I really get to help, and I really, really, truly enjoy it. I
Mhm.
just love what I do. Love it.
Wonderful. And my testimony about what you do is you're very good at it. You have certainly helped me in the time that I have lived in this part of Texas. And so I thank you for that. And this all fits in as we're talking dynamic divas of destinies. We want to help everyone become their healthiest and wealthiest
Yeah.
self. And certainly you have something to say about that. At this time during the holidays, we want all the health information we possibly can because we don't want to slip and destroy everything we've worked so hard for, those of us who have worked throughout the
Right.
year. And so tell us the topic. I mean, you chose something very specific and very different to tell us about today, a piece of the health puzzle that, quite frankly, I'd never heard of before. So, what is that topic? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I back up just a tiny little bit because when we're trying to get healthy, there's so many things that are involved. There is, eating right, exercising, staying hydrated, supplementation, etc. But a lot of times there's other things going on that prevents us from advancing in our health journey. We may
Mm.
have, four, five, six different things going on, and that always lets me know there's something more going on. And so I started doing a lot more studying several years back into something called quantum physics. And within the quantum physics is something called heart coherence. And heart coherence is where you're getting your heart actually coherent to where it's beating like it's supposed to, calmly like a drum. And when it gets calm, then your central nervous system gets calm. And that means that your brain waves, when you're awake, you are thinking in what's called the beta brainwave. If you're high beta brainwave, that means that you are erratic. You're just things are happening. Too much is going on. You're not thinking through things. You're drawing things to you because you're having a flat tire, something. Spilling
Mm.
coffee on yourself. Very high brain waves, and you want to be in a lower beta brainwave. And so when you start getting your heart into coherence, then you start getting your brain into coherence as well, which means that you're lowering from a high beta brainwave to a lower beta brainwave. And when you start doing that, you can start feeling your brain and your heart coming together, working together, calming down. It gives you more energy. It gives you more perspective. It gives you, what's the word I'm trying to use? It gets you out of the survival emotions and back
Mm,
into the emotions of love and gratitude and peace and joy and wealth. And when you're in the good heart coherence, you're able to create great health, as well as wealth, as well as joy. So it's something that a lot of people like to work towards. So,
wow. Well, let's just recap that for just a minute. First of all, health and heart coherence. Kind of want everyone to start using some of the terminology of health.
yes.
Um, and it just seems like during this time of the holidays, what we're aiming at is all those things you just mentioned: the joy, the peace, the love, the gratitude, all of that. That's what the season is all about.
And
But
when you're,
yet, I would guess with the stress,
mhm,
we fall into that high beta brain wave pattern. Am I
yes,
getting it?
you got it. And the thing is that when you get back into the heart coherence and you're feeling the love, the joy, the peace, the wealth, the geniusness inside you, the creativity within you, there's no more room for the anger, the frustration, the resentment, the bitterness, the jealousy, the fear, because the fear is the biggest one to
Hmm.
me, because the opposite of love is not hate, it's fear, because everything stems from that. In To me, it does. So whenever we are getting ourselves back into heart coherence, and I'll give people a simple tool to do to help you, it works so quickly. And then the more you practice it and the more you're doing it, you'll be able to do it in any situation. You're sitting at a light and you are having just had a bad phone call or something, you can get yourself back into heart coherence. You can get yourself back on track. Boom, you can go on with your day. So it doesn't matter whether you're at home by yourself or you're just going to take a few minutes, go in the restroom, and just do your heart coherence, get yourself back on track, and make it your day instead of somebody else's day.
So
That
you're
way,
giving us
you get
a
to be
tool
in
we
charge.
can actually use.
Yes.
Something very practical. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And it's easy. And it's one of those things that when you first start doing it, it seems just a little bit difficult, but as you do it more and more, you get better so quickly. You get better real quick, and you'll see changes very quickly happening in your life, especially when you start utilizing it and start trusting it a little bit more. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. I can't wait. So where do we start?
Where you can start right there where you're sitting.
Okay.
And your heart is right behind your breastbone.
Mhm.
Breastbone's right here. So picture your heart right there. And all you're going to do is start breathing. But the only
Mhm.
difference between that, because whenever you start breathing, it slows down your heart rate and gets everything centered. The only difference is now you're going to visualize you're breathing in through your heart and breathing out through your heart. And once you start doing that and you start feeling the connection, it's just like a light switch going on. You'll start adding the emotions, the joy, the love, the gratitude. You'll start feeling them. And anytime you have the great energy and the great thoughts together, that's when changes happen in your life. So it's not just a matter of, I think I'm going to have a wonderful day. Okay, now we're going to add the emotions onto it. So you've got the emotions and the thoughts coming together, and that's when the change really happens. Otherwise, if you just got the thoughts, it's going to stop at the brainstem and your body's going to go, really? I don't think so. So you're adding on the emotions, and when you add the emotions and the feelings on to the thought, that's when the change happens. And so
Okay.
breathing,
Hold on. I got to get this straight. So I sit and I breathe. Does it matter if I breathe through my nose, through my mouth, or
breathe through your nose, visualize it going in through your heart,
visualize?
visualize
Should
just
I
as
close
you
my eyes, open my eyes? How do I do
doesn't
this?
matter. Does not matter. As you
Okay.
get better, you'll be able to do it either way. Some people feel more comfortable with their eyes closed. Some people feel more comfortable with their eyes open. So wherever you start, you'll get better at it and you'll be able to do it either way.
Okay. And then I want to visualize that breath going through my heart.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm adding positive emotion.
Mm-hmm. So
Joy.
sometimes it takes 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes for you actually to slow yourself down and actually feel the breath going in through your heart. And then as you exhale, going out through your heart. And I know it sounds simple, but sometimes we're so wrapped up and our brain waves are just so high, it takes several minutes for us to get lower. So once you start feeling, it's like you can feel it in your body, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. Once you can feel it in your body, then you start adding the emotions, the joy, the gratitude. Because when you start feeling the gratitude, the love appears, the peace appears, the good health appears, the wealth appears. And there's so many more layers that go on with this that we can't go into today. I want to keep it nice and simple and clean. If people want more information, they're more than welcome to contact me, and I can direct them to different websites. I know I gave you one website that will really help.
Let me,
this is a powerful tool.
So let me find, here you are, Eterna Health.
Oh.
How about that?
Maybe I need to change it to that.
Is that a great? That's called put your glasses on. Let's get that corrected, right?
That is hilarious. Maybe I need to change to that.
Okay, here's a save. And let's go with the
There we go.
healthfood.com. I love it, Suzanne. We have so much fun when we get together, but
yes, we do.
eternahealthfood.com, that's exactly where someone could go if they wanted to contact you directly and get more information or some coaching on this technique, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You also had mentioned another resource, a doctor who...
Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he has a website. He has YouTube videos, and basically you just need to start listening to him and start following him. For me, studying so much of this over so many years, there were pieces that I could not resonate, that just didn't resonate with me. And he's a scientist, so he does the neuroscience, he does the epigenetics, he does the immunology, he does all of it. And so when he brings the science into it, it made so much sense to me and it resonates with me. And he's done so many studies and he's done so many tests on humans, hooking them up to the heart monitors, hooking them up to the brain monitors, and being able to figure out exactly what's going on and actually seeing it work. Wow. He's also, he learned a lot, and I have learned a lot also through what's called the Heart Math Institute. And
Heart Math Institute, okay.
So you can look them up, and you can get on his email list. You can get on Heart Math Institute email list, and there's just a lot to learn out there. People can also email me at eternahealthfood@gmail.com. Because if they call, sometimes if I'm with a customer, I won't answer because I am face on with that person, and they can always leave a message, or they can email me if they're wanting some direction.
Okay, let's see if I can put on my glasses and get that one right. And for those who are watching, any question that you have or any comment that you'd like to make for Suzanne. I know this is really new information for a lot of us, but you know, it ties right into all of this quantum healing, quantum physics that is coming to light nowadays.
It is.
And all of the thoughts about, you know, creating that positive energy around us, and the adding to like the mindset that creates both health and wealth. And I just like to call it well-being.
Yep. Health, wealth, and well-being. That's, you know, and there's just so many layers to it, and it helps to keep it kind of simple
Mhm.
and helps teach us to how to get out of our own way so that we can get healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So,
Well, Suzanne, I love that. Get out of our own way.
yeah,
Love it. And so I just want to close with, first of all, just thank you. Thank you for that information. We can certainly post all of these resources that you've talked about, and we will have those available. Anyone who has any comment, I would certainly like to hear from the listeners. If you do this, if you try it, let us know what kind of results you get. I'm going to do it. This is our call to action for the week. I'm going to certainly do it. And I'll be letting you know how it works for me. But as we go into the holidays, oh my goodness, we just want to make sure. And we made this up one day, standing in your store as I was buying some, supplements or something to help me get healthy, stay healthy during the holidays. Have a healthy, whole holiday.
yeah,
We want everyone healthy, happy, being your best and healthiest self this year. And then start off 2021. Oh my goodness, let's hit the
absolutely.
ground running to be healthy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gail. I really enjoyed this.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it also, Suzanne. And I will see you shortly. I stop in every other day, it seems like, but I'm going to have myself a healthy ho holiday. That's
You
my
bet.
goal. And
Absolutely.
so, for everyone else, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone who's even watching the video. We want to hear your comments. And I just want to encourage everyone, please stay safe and stay tuned because that's what divas do.
Do.
Thank you, Miss Suzanne.
Thanks, Gail. Bye.